Axiel is too and could have done those shirts. I'm just saying.
What do you
And I'm
mean?
saying,
What do you mean? These shirts don't take, like how hard it
listen,
takes to design these.
do you really want my wholehearted opinion
Yes.
of it?
With that being said, what do you think about ASJ? Is this homophobia? Is transphobia? What did you think about his performance right here? You would know more about this than anyone else.
This is my thing, right? Someone had said, I think the actor also said, it's a joke. People joke. It would be different if you didn't have a history, right? Of saying homophobic things, of saying racist things, of being very, you know, uh, having certain values, right? But when you're in the public light, you have to be very careful what you say, because you have fans of all types, right?
Get your money up.
Of all
So
ilks, yeah.
exactly. So if you go ahead and make things like this as a joke, but then you have a history. This was what, 2022, right?
This is 2022.
So imagine if you've had a history. I'm going back to like 2018, 2017, 14. Let's go on from 2014, 2018, right? You've had people call you out because your team is racist, because your team has posted homophobic things. Himself posted some very iffy things, right? Why would you go in a Q&A in a public area that's it's going to be recorded, because everyone, even though some places like, oh, don't record, we all know we record, right?
Oh,
So then to
100%.
do that and just act that way in such a stereotypical manner, you know what I mean, is kind of a slap in the face to all his LGBTQ, you know, fandom. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I
And
felt
I'm sure has no problem taking the green money from his LGBTQ fandom. You know what I mean? So he didn't want to work with one, but he would take the money from the fans. So I really feel like if I was, which I am, fully support the LGBTQ community. I would be, if I was like a diehard fan, I'd be devastated. But I also be like, F him. I'm not gonna support him in any way, shape, or form.
yeah. I mean, first the Hitler quotes. Now this is coming out. I feel like it's just he's alienated so many fans, but then again, he's probably gained some new fans from
Well,
the
I
Hitler
mean,
shirts,
I'm sure he
from
has.
the
I'm sure he has.
LGBTQ stuff. That they're like, hey, we want our Hitler shirts. We want you
I'm
to be
sure he
out there like
did.
that.
I'm sure he did. And I mean, Axiel is too and could have done those shirts. I'm just saying.
What do you
And I'm
mean?
saying,
What do you mean? These shirts don't take, like how hard it
listen,
takes to design these.
do you really want my wholehearted opinion
Yes,
of everything?
you've designed. She designed the Stay Resilient shirts, guys. She did that.
Let me tell you something. I can design 100 times better than this on my cell phone, right?
This is
I
true.
I have designed shirts for Jason on my
That's a
cell
triple
phone,
statement.
right? Um, and this is a ploy. This is a, what do you call that? Like something to distract us, right?
Yeah, bread and
He,
circus.
he was. I don't know if it's because of the PMC backlash, because it has been strong. Like I'm very proud of the community, right? Because everyone's kind of like, and I'm not saying that I'm happy that Scott is getting the backlash, but if you support someone that's wrong, you're in the group, right? Because it's one thing to be like, if I was Scott, I would have been like, I understand you guys because of the, whatever happened, but you know, Austin St. John played a big part of the Power Ranger community. If you do not like him, please just, don't support his thing. But not support, because I saw a quote, I saw a post up on I guess I don't know if it's that or if it's like a PMC on Facebook where he said, "Oh, look, no Hitler shirts." If
Yeah,
there was no backlash, there would have been Hitler shirts.
100%,
100%.
100%.
100%. This website, wiseleaderwear.com, was done on a maybe 5 minutes. Like,
Yeah,
I
this
could do
is
all this in 10 minutes, 10 minutes.
this is to
And
save face. This is to
of
say, hey,
course,
I put out the website.
of
There are
course.
shirts. There's no Hitler, but these are probably like the cheapest fabric that you can get. You can
And
get
I'm
you
pretty sure
can
this was his team, and I'm gonna call them, Susan and Mel's and whatever of the world, that think that people are gonna be so dumb and be like, "Oh my god, this is so great." And I've seen people say this is so great, but this I could do this in my sleep. Axiel is 2 years old, and if he knew how to write, he would do this. This is someone on a MS Paint or like the cheapest, um, graphic design app and just brought stuff together. He probably had his team look up quotes and just slap it on a shirt, right?
right.
They're not in his
I
main
know.
website, like you say, and that's already a red flag. That is the biggest red flag because if I stand by something, I'm gonna put it where I would in on my Facebook, on my Instagram, if I had a website on my website. This is just a distraction to say, look, there I never planned on having Hitler. If you never planned on having a Hitler shirt, you never would have mentioned Hitler. I would never mention Hitler if I wasn't planning on doing it. I would not mention something if I don't plan on doing it, right?
Yeah.
Um, and this is just something that he brought up to distract people because people are watching your channel, and I keep saying it. People are watching your channel. I go on Twitter, you know what I
Acknowledge
mean?
me.
I've been in my bag and I haven't been posting anything, but I watch everything, right? And like I see these Twitter posts and Facebook groups and I'm all in the know and people are like seriously, dude? Like are you serious? And then it's he brought that up, and like you said, that cheap, like, Android I'm sorry for the
Oh, come
Android
on.
user, like, video to say that he never planned on using Hitler, then why would you mention the
Let
name?
him cook.
The only reason why there are no Hitler shirts is because he never expected, and that's so sad that he didn't think that the community was so strong that he didn't think he would have gotten the backlash that he did. He thought he was gonna get away with it, and this is actually the first time I think that he did not get away with some bullshit.
Ooh. Well, you got to thank Amy Jo Johnson for bringing light to it, you know?
Of course, and it speaks volumes, right? It speaks volumes that Amy Jo actually spoke out about it and was like, "You need a publicist." Not only does he need a publicist, he needs to fire his whole team. He needs to probably divorce his wife and everyone around him.
Holy
His
shit.
family,
Let
everybody,
him
because
cook.
I would never let my family member make an ass out of themselves by mentioning Hitler. Like, let me tell you something. I'd be like, if you were to tell me, "Hey, Francis, do you think this is a good idea?" Blah blah blah. I'd be like, "No." And I'll go back and I don't like mentioning your well, I don't know if he's your favorite anymore, but Brent, I have I mean, like I don't agree with a lot of things that he does, but if he has a point, then he has a point, right? If he didn't do what happened, what got him banned, then I told you I was like, I don't
I
think he
got to
did it. You know
unban
what I
him.
mean?
I got to unban him.
Unban him. You know what I mean? And I do, and you guys know that I don't like that. Him and I would probably argue to the end of the earth, right? But what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong,
And
right?
that's exactly why I was like, well, he got to get unbanned.
And that's fine. I'm still not gonna talk to him, but that's fine. But
What do you?
this thing with Austin, I just feel like for the fans that he has left, and I get a lot of DMs, right? I get
Mhm.
people like that say, "Thank you for going on Henry's stream and speaking facts and you're not afraid to say anything,
Hey
and
yo,
neither are
what
you,
the
Henry, right?
fuck?
You're not afraid of saying facts, even if people fucking like,
A
be like, "Oh,
backlash.
you're full of shit." But I don't. I don't care. I mean, I'm gonna say what's right, and I'm gonna talk about what's right, whether I get hell or not, right? But if I was his fan or the few remaining fans that he has, hopefully he still has a lot, I don't know.
Oh, for sure.
I would I would feel insulted by the bullshit page and bullshit shirts that he brought up because it's obviously a fake shit. Like it was a fake, attempt to like be like, "Hey, here, there's no Hitler shirts."
That's all. That's all this website shows, guys.
But
It's
I bet you
here
you wouldn't.
to say it's no. Hey, I did the website. There are no Hitler shirts.
And it's crazy because I saw someone say,
And he put Anne
um,
Frank on the shirt.
someone was saying like, "You see, the people jumped the gun." No, we didn't jump the gun. He
He
said he was
said
gonna
that
put Hitler on a shirt.
exactly, and
No
he
one jumped
liked
the
it.
fucking
I
gun.
saw
Oh, I'm
he.
sorry. No one jumped the gun. He said it. He is backtracking now,
Yes.
but he said it. And if you wouldn't have brought up that interview and you wouldn't have brought to light and Amy Jo wouldn't have reposted and blah 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 blah, we probably would have seen Hitler shirts with like good, kanji. What was it he said? He's gonna put kanjis and all this. We would
All
have
this
gotten
dumb
that.
shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
All this
yeah.
dumb shit, we would have had it. So that's BS.
All right, now
Just
look.
that's my take on it.